Greetings, friends. This is Michael Swain, Executive Director of Freedom of Religion South Africa 4SA, with an important update on clear evidence of the CRL Rights Commission's intention to regulate religion in South Africa. Now, if there's one video that we would ask you to share widely, it is this one, because everything that 4SA has warned about has now been confirmed. In recent interviews, the CRL chair has repeatedly denied any plan to regulate or license churches. In April, she said, "We are not trying to regulate religion, we are simply promoting accountability." Yet only weeks later, she stated, "Society needs help, and we are saying Parliament must pass the relevant regulation. You want to open a church? You apply first. The peer review committee will sit down and grant you a license to run a church." Now, those are her words, not ours. And while she still speaks of self-regulation, the facts say otherwise. The terms of reference of the new Section 22 committee the CRL set up instructed to conduct consultations, develop strategies to curb spiritual transgressions, and make recommendations for a legal or legislative framework to promote peer review mechanisms. In plain language, its task is to design legislation to control religion, and that is not self-regulation. The moment Parliament legislates, it becomes state control. And now we know that this is exactly what is happening. The chair of the Section 22 committee has already produced a 32-page draft white paper outlining a full legislative framework before a single public consultation has taken place. That is not participation, it is predetermination. So, why was the wider faith community not engaged before drafting this policy? Would it not have been fairer and more democratic to invite their input? Producing a detailed draft white paper at the outset proves that this outcome was intended from the very start. So, at the centre of these proposals is something called a Religious Peer Review Council, a centralised, state-appointed interfaith body empowered to monitor, investigate and sanction faith communities nationwide. Among its powers is issuing restricted activity notices to suspend ministries or institutions on the basis of allegations alone, ordering mandatory training or supervision for ministers it deems to have erred, recommending the withdrawal of marriage licenses or cancelling insurance cover, imposing fines or other economic penalties, and even requiring so-called approved spiritual practices as some form of restitution. This council would report annually to Parliament, creating direct oversight of religious life throughout South Africa. Now, taken together, these powers would allow a government-recognised body to decide who may serve as ministers, what may be taught, and which practices are acceptable. Every pastor, priest, imam or rabbi could be subjected to state supervision and punished simply for how they live out their faith. Now, if these proposals or anything like them become law, the right to religious freedom will no longer truly exist. It will be religion under license, granted, reviewed and revocable by the state. That would strike at the very heart of our constitutional democracy. To learn more on this, please visit the forsa.org.za website and take 2 minutes to make your voice heard and join the thousands who have already signed the petition there to oppose state regulation of religion. Rest assured, 4SA will continue to defend your right to believe, worship, and live out your faith freely without needing permission from the state or anyone else. So partner with us as we stand together to protect faith and freedom and the future of our democracy. Thank you, and God bless South Africa.
Good day. This is Nobukosi Zulu, Legal Advisor at 4SA. Remember to like and share this video and then click on the subscribe button to make sure you never miss our video updates on vital religious freedom issues.